Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jeremy Sutton, host of the Servant PT podcast, owner of Servant PT. I help women 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun. So this morning, I actually just changed what my video is going to be about. I was going to talk about being encouraged because I have somebody that I just met send me these awesome, encouraging voice messages this morning about being Christian business owner and all that stuff, but I heard something else that I thought would be a little bit better topic and maybe more deep. But I'm going to give all credit to Don Miller, who hosts Story Brand Podcast, which is possibly my favorite podcast. If it's not, it's definitely top 2. So, do you have a mistake in your past that you feel names you now? I think it's something we can all relate to. We've all made mistakes in the past. We've all done things that we're not proud of, and so. But is that mistake naming you? Is that mistake making you who you are now? Do you feel like you can't move on because you made a mistake a week ago, a month ago, 10 years ago, a lifetime ago? Sometimes our past is our past. There's consequences with the past. There are, checks you wrote in the past that you have to cash later. There's a lot of stuff that the past does that you have to deal with, but it is the past. And if we can move on from that, then we can be something. We can do something different. There's a lot of things that I wish I'd never done. I've talked about addiction to a couple of different things. I've talked about struggling with anger, all that stuff, struggling with finances. A lot of the wounds that I've had over the years have been self-inflicted wounds, and mistakes that I made. Sometimes I didn't know that I was making a mistake. Sometimes I did know I was making a mistake, and I just basically said I'll deal with the consequences later, which have never been fun. But the fact is that, it's in the past. I've never done anything illegal. I've never, I've never done anything I could go to jail for or anything like that. So, I need to just try to leave that stuff back there where it is and not let it name me now. I'm not an angry person anymore. Do I still get angry from time to time? Yeah, we all do. We're human, but I'm not an angry person. I don't go around looking for something to make me angry. I don't go around looking for somebody to blow up on or whatever it is. I'm not a financially irresponsible person. I don't look for ways to waste my money. I try to be a good steward of what God has blessed me with, whether it's a little or whether it's a lot. And so my past doesn't name who I am now. I'm not addicted to alcohol. I'm not addicted to pornography. Those are things that are in my past. I don't like it. I'm not proud of it, but it doesn't name me anymore. It doesn't have a stronghold on me anymore. And so I'm not going to act like it does. I hate that I did those things, and I'm sorry for that, but it's not who I am anymore. And so I'm not holding on to that. I'm moving past it. Now I'm using those things to help other people with stories, with experience when somebody calls and talks to me about it. But I'm not holding on to that. I'm not telling people that's who I am. I'm not trying to be that person anymore. And so a lot of times we want to talk about our past, and people will say, hey, well, thanks for this, and I appreciate that. And then you're like, oh, well, I used to be this person, or I used to be that person. Well, yeah, you used to be, but you're not anymore. So why are you continually harping on that? Why are you continually paying for that mistake over and over and over again? Once you've paid for something once, you don't have to pay for it again. Once you buy whatever it is, once you buy a shirt, do you have to continually pay for that shirt every day that you put it on? No, you've already paid for it. You've paid the debt that was due for that piece of clothing or for whatever it is you have. Stop trying to pay that debt over and over again, and just know that it's paid. That's the reason I love Christianity so much, and I love God so much. Like he paid for everything. He sent Jesus to die for us, and paid for everything once and for all. And that doesn't give us an excuse to do wrong and to keep putting stuff at his feet. But like, we're not perfect. We're going to mess up. But to get back to the point, you shouldn't have to continually pay for the mistakes you've made over and over and over again. Let that payment you've made for that mistake be it and be done, and then move on with your life. Don't let that name you. Don't let that hang over your head forever. I don't know if that means anything to anybody today. I know it does to me a lot, and that's just kind of what was on my heart this morning. So I just want to encourage you, if you're dealing with something that, a past mistake you've made that you've asked for forgiveness for, you've been forgiven for it, you've moved on, you're not that person anymore, but you just can't let it go, and you can't get it out of your mind, off your heart. Just know that your past mistakes don't name who you are. They don't hold power over you anymore. If you've been forgiven for those, just move on. Just move on. You can get over it. It doesn't have to be who you are, or who you want to be. So, guys, I hope you'll have an amazing day. And I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. So, have a great rest of the week, and show somebody you love them. Reach out to somebody today that's on your mind, on your heart, and tell them that you appreciate them. Tell them that you love them. Encourage them in some way, and make the world a better place for it. Hope you'll have an amazing day.